is Call of Duty 2022 is what I'm going to call it for now. It's the next year's Call of Duty. So we've had Call of Duty Modern Warfare in 2019. And then we got Call of Duty Cold War in 2020. Then we're getting Call of Duty Vanguard in 21. Now we're getting Call of Duty 2022, and we're already getting rumors about it. This comes from Andy Robinson at VGC. He says that next year's Call of Duty game will be a sequel to 2019's Modern Warfare. This is according to credited insider Tom Henderson, and that also matches what Andy has been hearing from VGC's sources. Quote, "It looks like Call of Duty 2022 is codenamed Project Cortez," Henderson tweeted on Monday. "It's expected to be a sequel to Modern Warfare 2019, end quote. This is really interesting. I think we've actually talked about it on the show before, but I love Modern Warfare, obviously the original, but I really love the 2019 version as well. The gameplay just really worked for me. I still play the multiplayer. You can find it on the channel. Gunfight is one of my favorite modes of all time. Have a good time in there, and I've been dying for this sequel. I have been itching to play this sequel, and it's Infinity Ward, right? They have a proven track record that they can nail this. So the fact they've had 3 years to work on this sequel makes me very, very happy. And here's some of the details from this Project Cortez that we're hearing. So Project Cortez first appeared in a data mined list of GeForce Now games this week. If that sounds familiar, we talked about that last night. That's the one that had all those hits in it with the GTA remaster and the God of War PC. All of that was in this GeForce Now, and in that was Project Cortez. It showed that Infinity Ward was listed as a developer, and according to people with knowledge of Activision's plans, this is a fun little tidbit, this sequel will include a campaign that involves U.S. Special Forces fighting a covert war against Colombian drug cartels. Let's freaking go, all right? That sounds awesome. And the fact that we're going to have it's going to be a direct sequel to Modern Warfare. We're going to have Price. We're going to have Gaz. We're going to have Soap. We're going to have Ghost. Like, Task Force 141, come on, man. And they're going up against Colombian drug cartels. How much more do I have to say to get you hype? Come on, throw it in the chat. I know you're hype about this because you should be. And the funny enough with this Project Cortez, it's also this, going up against the cartel is actually the premise of the 1994 Harrison Ford movie, Clear and Present Danger, whose main villain is the character Colonel Felix Cortez. So that's what Andy's saying in VGC, and that's a fun little nod. If that's why they're calling it Project Cortez, that's freaking awesome to me. And he just goes on to talk about that this is the first one handled by Infinity Ward in a couple years. They've had 3 years to prepare for the sequel, and that gets me hype. It gets him hype. It gets everybody hype. I'm so happy to see this. We got a little, Call of MG21, Call of Duty plus Narcos. Big thumbs up. Yes, sir. Of course, you can't throw enough thumbs up for that because come on now. And I just wanted to show you guys up on the screen there. This is from the GeForce Now leak. It's just showing Project Cortez. It shows Activision. It shows Infinity Ward. So this is where this is coming from. But very interesting. This GeForce Now leak just keeps giving us goodies, man. Just keeps giving us good stuff to talk about. And this one really makes me happy because we always assumed that it was going to be Infinity Ward next up. They've been doing this for, a couple cycles now, but I just like hearing the rumblings of this. I actually follow a bunch of these people on social media, and it looks like they've been filming and kind of throwing little nods to going back to Modern Warfare, and it just makes me happy. I love this game so much. I can't wait to see what they can do with like what MG21 in the chat says, Call of Duty plus Narcos. Give it to me. Aaron Down says, what are your thoughts on this sliding the place of Warzone? Could be really awesome. It's going to be the same, right? It's going to be Warzone, its own entity, because almost every single studio in Activision is working on it. I think they said like 2,000 people are working on Call of Duty, which is an insane stat. But what makes me happy about Warzone, talking about this Modern Warfare with Colombian drug cartels and whatnot, they've seemed to do a good job of tying Warzone into its own story. We've talked about it on the channel, but Warzone has its own story, and it's directly tied to the main game that's going on. And so the fact that we're going to get this covert war with Colombian drug cartels, and then that mixed with this new Warzone Pacific type vibes we're going to be getting in the new Warzone map, sounds like a hot combo to me. Sounds like a really hot combo. I don't know. What do you guys think? Do you think that sounds good? Do you think that it's going to tie well into Warzone? I personally do. But what do you think? Throw it in the chat and or in the comments if you're watching later. And I think that's about all we got on that. Real short and sweet. Project Cortez. This is the first little, I guess, little nugget of information we've gotten about the sequel to Modern Warfare. Just happy to see it. It's definitely worth talking about on the channel here.